Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sabrina and this week we have another grocery haul. We shopped at Vons, Aldi, and a teeny tiny bit at Trader Joe's and got some super fun stuff. A lot of our favorites here, so let's go down to the table and see what we got. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start here with the cheese because I'm really excited about it. It was on a great deal this week. So we picked up 4, and what I have here is some of my favorite varieties of shredded cheese that I use particularly for kind of great macronutrients. So the first is this fat-free mozzarella cheese. I picked up 2 of them, and just taking a peep at the nutritional panel here, you might see why I like this so much. It's 45 calories and 9 grams of protein. So I had not been eating a lot of cheese before I discovered this cheese, and now I just feel like it's a great way to add a lot of protein to your meal. As I said, 1 serving is 9 grams of protein, 0 grams of fat, and 2 grams of carbs. And it's not, exactly the same as a full fat cheese, but it's pretty darn good. And I really enjoy incorporating this into my diet. And then this one has a higher fat count, so I like to use this for our weekly recipes. It's still reduced fat and the macros are still great. It's something I would use on a lasagna, on a different kind of pasta bake, anything where I need some shredded cheese to sort of seal the deal. This is what I use. You can have different products for different situations, for different occasions. It's all about fitting in what you need when. So this is 70 calories, 8 grams of protein, and 4 grams of fat. And so that might fit better in a certain scenario than something else where I'm just looking to get in the protein. And then finally for James, who's a little less concerned about the overall calorie count, he got the Monterey Jack, which is 110 calories and still 7 grams of protein. So there you have it, 3 different cheeses, 3 different occasions, and at that price, I had to pick up 4. Now I'll go back to these bad boys because boy, am I happy to see them in the summer. These are the Simply Nature acai bowls. We have a berry acai bowl and a tropical acai bowl. The berry one is going to have strawberries and blueberries, and then the tropical one has mango and pineapple. And what I like about these so much is we love acai bowls, but obviously they're quite expensive and you have to eat them immediately when you get them. And so what's nice about these is we can have them on demand. We actually have them for dessert, and the macros are pretty good. It's 140 calories, and then when you add the granola, it's 220. It's mostly carbs, but I'm not eating them for protein. So I just really enjoy them. And if you let them sit out and thaw for a bit, that's when they really get delicious. Like if you tried to eat this straight out of the container, it'd be very difficult to eat. It'd be too frozen. But once you let it thaw a bit and get to the texture that you like, then it's delicious. I feel like it's got a really rich, deep flavor. And I hope that Aldi continues to carry this all year round. Okay, another protein source for the week. This will probably be for James, either for lunches or for a recipe in the future. Maybe we'll use it to make burgers, but this is the 85% lean ground beef. This was on a great deal as well, and it's always nice to have this around as an option, so picked up one of those. Jumping into some of the produce, had to get strawberries, 'tis the season, so we picked up 1 pint of strawberries. We were kind of in a pickle because they either looked a little bit underdone or a little bit overdone. So we went with the overdone, and we'll just eat them quickly and enjoy them. Got a few tomatoes. James will be using these in his lunch this week, and it will not be a quinoa bowl. I'll show you what it will be in a moment. I know you are waiting on pins and needles. We just got a couple of bananas. These we use in our overnight oats in the morning, or if we need them throughout the week for a snack. An avocado. This is also going to go into James's lunch bowl. We pick up some baby carrots every week. I'll use this if I need them in a recipe. Otherwise, we use them for snacking, particularly with hummus. For my egg lunch that I am making this week, I had enough egg whites, but I did not have any spinach. So usually I mix spinach, egg whites, and the chicken, which I'll show you in a minute, together. And it's a really high protein, quick lunch. It is not the best lunch I've ever had. But the situation I find myself in at lunch is I usually have about 10 minutes to eat or less with work. So I'm really just looking for something high protein and filling. And then I will make sure I have a nice dinner, nice snacks, nice dessert, all that stuff. But lunch for me is all about efficiency. And so one of the ways I make that efficient is with these chicken breast strips from Aldi. This is a really nice shortcut. For the most part, we prep and cook our own chicken, but this is just a really convenient option that they've had at a great price. And so I really enjoy getting this, so I don't have to worry about preparing my chicken. And the macros on here are about what you would expect for chicken. It's 110 calories for 3 ounces, 2 grams of fat, and 19 grams of protein. I'll jump into another chicken product here. This is from Trader Joe's. This is their barbecue teriyaki chicken, and I really like this as a meal starter. So what I do is I cook this up with the sauce, and then I'll add some broccoli. I usually add even more chicken that I'll cook up, and we can add noodles or rice or whatever it might be. And this is, again, another shortcut. It makes for an awesome, quick, easy meal. So I think we'll probably be doing this next week. And I'll just give you a quick look at the macros, why I like this one in particular. Probably no surprise. It's got 31 grams of protein per serving. That's super high, really great. It does have some sugar. That's probably coming from the teriyaki sauce. But again, I usually round that out with some vegetables. So I'm not too worried about it. Really enjoy this meal. So let's continue the protein kick. I was really curious about these Legendary Foods Pop-Tarts, and I saw them in Vons, and I just had to pick one up to try. I'm curious about it because I've never had a high protein Pop-Tart. So is it delicious or is it disgusting? I don't know. I'm excited to try it. Let's take a closer look at the macros. So it looks like I get one little pastry in here, and that's 180 calories, 20 grams of protein. It's got no sugar, so I'm sure, yeah, it looks like they're using erythritol. And then 9 grams of fat and 22 grams of carbs. Along with 8 grams of fiber. So this is kind of, to me, seems like the macros of what you might find in a protein bar, probably with more carbs. So it'll be interesting to see if this is something delicious that I want to add to the rotation. But yeah, I was just really curious about it. I've seen them around on the internet. So yeah, let's try out this Legendary Foods birthday cake Pop-Tart. And then I was also interested in getting some more of these protein bars. Looks like we have the cookies and cream and the caramel cashew flavors here. And these are really delicious. They're a little bit more decadent. I've said it before, I have protein bars for every occasion. So these are a little bit more on the dessert side. And I say that because they're a little bit higher in calories than some of the protein bars I have, and they also seem like extremely delicious flavors. But I don't know when I'll enjoy them, but I know I wanted them. So these are 200 calories, 20 grams of protein, 8 grams of fat, and 18 grams of carbs. And then when we were at Trader Joe's, I picked up some of these peanut butter baking chips. I'm a big baker, so this is going to be really helpful in some of my peanut butter flavored things. And it's also kind of a unique product that is difficult to find everywhere, so I wanted to pick it up when I saw it. A few more protein sources. This is just the cage-free dozen eggs that we get every week. And then, of course, my staple is this non-fat Greek yogurt. I use this in my overnight oats or if I need a yogurt bowl. It's always good to have a plain yogurt option, but you'll see, of course, I have more yogurt. So here is the other yogurt we got this week. We picked up some of this Oikos Pro yogurt. So Oikos has a few different varieties of yogurt. Their standard one is about 15 grams of protein, but these were all kind of the same price today. So we're like, let's get some more protein. So this is the 20 grams of protein variety, and both James and I will be enjoying this. And then also picked up the Light and Fit yogurt in 3 different flavors. So I got the creme brulee, the banana cream pie, and the key lime pie. And it's kind of nice when we buy them individually like this because these don't come in the 4-pack. So both of these are great options. Again, just depends on your protein needs for the day, but I like having a variety, and I know I like all of these, so very happy about them. And then this was kind of an impulse buy, and you tell me, does your impulse buys look like protein waffles? But I was really excited to see this. I think it would be something that is fun to try and see how they might compare to, say, the Kodiak cake waffles, and is something I might have more as a dessert or snacky option, who knows, but I thought they looked pretty good. And if we take a look at the macros, we can see like they're not crazy high protein. They're 12 grams of protein. So I kind of want to compare this to my Premier protein pancakes and see how they contend. But yeah, 12 grams of protein, 26 grams of carbs, 8 grams of fat, and 220 calories, and that's for 2 waffles. So I think these will be really fun to try out. Again, kind of more snacky for me, but something with a little bit of extra protein. And we'll see what the texture and flavor are like. Vons was having a promotion this week on this Pure Leaf zero sugar brewed tea. So we thought we would give it a try. Why not? Just have to pay for the cost of the bottle. So seems like there's no harm in giving it a try. One last item of produce, we picked up these red grapes. We hadn't had grapes in a while and we both love them. So happy to throw these back in the rotation. James likes to use this Countryside Creamery home style spread. So we picked up a big tub of this. Okay, now I'm gonna roll through some of our canned items for the week. We got some whole kernel sweet corn. This is gonna go in James's lunch. I talked about the Mexican lasagna we're making. This is going to go into that recipe. These are fire roasted diced tomatoes, so those should be delicious. Some black beans, those are gonna go into James's lunch for the week. The kidney beans, that's gonna go into the Mexican lasagna recipe. The tomato sauce, I really like having just a little can because if I want to have, maybe make like a little individual pizza for myself for the evening or just a couple meatballs, whatever it might be, this personal size is really great for that. And then some chunky lasagna. This is going to go into the recipe and is also great for lunches or anytime you have salsa needs. And then I was fully stocked on my almond milk, but looks like James needed some of the reduced fat milk. And I've actually been using a little bit of this in my creamies as well. If I'm using like a Fairlife shake or something that doesn't have any fat, I find it's really great to mix the two together so you can get the benefits of having some of the items be low calorie or high protein and then still get the flavor from something like this. Okay, and then our penultimate items are this trio of cereals. You know we love cereal, you know we love a brand name cereal, and you know we love a deal. And this ticked all three of those boxes. So James is going for a high fiber option here with a Raisin Bran, something he hasn't had in a while, this particular brand, so I think it will be delicious. Over here in the decadent cereal area is my choices. I hadn't had Honey Bunches of Oats in a long time, and I was kind of craving those. And then Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I just love Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And I kind of feel like all of these have the same amount of sugar. Well, I've actually checked. Both of these have 12 grams of sugar, so I like to have just a little bit on top of my yogurt, and that's primarily what I use it for. Or I'll put, maybe anywhere from 10 to 15, even 20 grams onto my Ninja Creamy, and that's the way I like to enjoy it. It's totally in moderation, so I'm going to keep buying it. Yeah, they're delicious. And then finally, last but not least, are these Trader Joe's sour cream and onion lentil and rice snacks. They've got a little bit of protein, about 4 grams, but I really like sour cream and onion flavored things. This is a snack I enjoy and I hadn't had in a long time. So I am looking forward to getting into this bag. Oh, and then extra finally, we are now solving the mystery of what James is having for lunch this week. He is going to have his base be these New Orleans style dirty rice mix. So he likes to change it up, and I think he wanted to try some dirty rice. So there we are, mystery solved. All right, so that's going to do it for this week's grocery haul. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to give it a like and subscribe to my channel. And I will be joining you with the next grocery haul very soon. Thank you so much. Bye.